I oftentimes have described meditation as being like washing your mind, washing your inner body. Imagine what you'd be like if you did not every day get in the shower, wash all the grime off, brush your teeth. Imagine how disgusting you'd be. Pretty disgusting, right? Cruddy. Well, how often are you washing all of that clutter of your mind? It's meditation that does this. Only meditation can remove the clutter of your mind. Only meditation can reveal your true nature. Only meditation can deliver you home to your true self. You see, it's not that actually meditation is just some lovely, idealistic option or philosophical practice. It's actually that meditation is critical and essential to human well-being. If we begin to acknowledge this and recognize this, we no longer see it as an option, as something I'll fit into my life. Or when I get a moment, I'll meditate. The interesting thing is that the human brain, with all these millions, billions of neural pathways, actually, by its nature, is hardwired into negative bias. It's a survival factor. That's the way the brain is wired, based on the instinct to survive. So this means that by default, the proclivity for the human is to gravitate into constantly negative thinking, negative attitudes, negative behaviors, just by default. And as a result, to be in a very restricted state, physiologically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So in a very contracted state, what happens is the neurology operates in a feedback loop which continues to generate stress responses. It's been proven that even with just a few minutes of present moment mindfulness, meditation, that the number of those stress responses drops dramatically. Now, when we do this repeatedly, what happens is the grey matter begins to build up. And the neural pathways begin to cross over in a different order. So that we begin to exercise pathways of not just positive thinking, but present moment response. And there's a significant difference here, because positive thinking is transient. So even though you might have this as your motivation, that you want to be a positive person and you want to keep using positive affirmations and positive thinking, etc., it's transient. And as I commented before, the bias of the brain is set to go back to the default of negative. So positive is followed by negative is followed by maybe a moment of positive is followed by negative, and round you go and round you go and round you go. Present moment awareness is something of a totally different level. It's no longer positive opposed to negative. It's actually present moment goodness. So even though initially the idea of meditation can seem arduous, because yes, you come into present moment awareness and suddenly you're aware of all the tensions going on in your body and all the noise going on in your mind maybe. That's just a passage. Everyone enters it. You're all going to experience it. Because actually present moment awareness is simply allowing yourself to be there, noticing and relax into it. Notice, relax into it. Recognize, relax into it. That's all. Now, by just doing that, the level of tension eases off. So the thing you were worried about, trying to avoid, is actually changed just by allowing yourself to be there with it. Lean into that discomfort just by observing. And your whole physiology changes.